Hi, with Capcom announcing over 50% of their games having sold on PC this year, what are possible changes or trends you think will result from this? I know Alex has been vocal about day and date releases, but could more publishers shift to a more PC focused approach? Looking forward to hearing your opinions. Thanks. What do you think about this, Alex? Do you think more people will be shifting to a day and date approach?
A lot of games are day and date. Uh, so
Yeah.
a whole lot of them are. It's just the rare Sony stuff or the money hatted games that we've talked about in the past before. Yeah, I mean, I guess the industry trend for a while has been moving in this PC direction. From all publishers, Sony included. And then I don't know, with Capcom, they're interesting because internally and externally to their investors, they said like they're always like pushing like to be like the PC native version and like pushing the PC, but some of the execution has been faulty at times. And I think that applies to a lot of companies where it seems like they are PC first, but then the execution is faulty. And that's probably has nothing to do with the aims of being PC first. It's more like these project goals are just ridiculous to get a game out and actually polish it in a good way. A lot of games just don't come out polished. So I would love to see more in it, but I'm not like the person's describing this as like I require day and date, and I would disagree with that. I do not necessarily require day and date. It's nicer, but I really just want a PC version that's good at the end of the day. And if that means a 3 to 6 month wait, I'm totally fine with that. I don't think it's necessary to be hyped up day one and playing the game.
Mm-hmm. What do you think, John? I think, based on what I'm hearing, there is definitely a movement to expand audiences, right? To sort of reach out from beyond the 2 to 250 million people that have consoles. Mm-hmm. At the same time, there's a lot of data that we're starting to hear now that the younger audiences are just, teenagers, for example, are kind of more interested in mobile and PC as opposed to consoles.
Yep.
So, it just kind of makes sense that PC is probably going to become more important.
Yeah, I mean, exactly right. I think PC is just becoming more important because that's just more people are using them every day. And it's just, like I said, the younger generation, they're coming up. PC is a huge deal to them. I think the only console platform that really has managed to still capture younger audiences is Nintendo.
Right. Yeah.
And I think they'll continue doing what they do. I don't expect Nintendo will dip into the PC world anytime soon, but just about any other publisher is, very likely to continue or increase their PC plans.
I mean, that brings us back to the whole execution thing, though, Alex, where, it's become a bit of a sad joke at just how bad some PC games are at launch. Mm-hmm. And it's basically a lottery as to whether they'll be fixed or not. If you're going to be looking towards the future with, an increased reach from PC, this whole emphasis on, launch now, fixed later, possibly has got to change.
Yes. I mean, I think because the word of mouth on PC is extremely strong because people read a post on Reddit and it's on the device they play on. Or they read the Steam forum and it's literally on the device they play on. So they just don't go to the Steam store and buy your game at that point. It's pretty hardcore. Unlike, I would say, the more, it's not as direct and not as extreme on the console side, I would say. And I think that needs to change because word of mouth is everything. And actually the good reputation you get from having a good PC version day one is usually very high, and it's hard to recover reputation over time. Only a few big success stories in the last years, like Cyberpunk is one of them. No Man's Sky is one of them. But most people, they write something off, they write it off for good. So first impressions are everything.
Mm-hmm.